Hey guys, so I'm gonna be talking about kind of like what I learned through multicultural education, or just this class in general. I didn't really learn anything entirely new as far as like how to treat people. Obviously, I came in the mindset I'm gonna treat everybody the same, regardless of my own biases. But I would say like one thing I learned as far as biases is kind of like the biases that uh, I have, and like kind of like a deeper reflection of um, like how I think about people just based off their like maybe like the way they look or whatever. And that's not like necessarily having a bias isn't like always necessarily a bad thing. Um, doesn't mean I'm ever gonna treat anybody any differently, but that's definitely a big one. Like kind of like maybe reflect on my biases, and I wouldn't say it changed my ideologies, but I definitely like put it in a different context. I would say Professor or Dr. Dickey Kotz really helped whenever I struggle with something uh, like understanding a term, whatever. She really put things into context, and she contextualized things very well. Um, like and she preaches some very good like strategies. Uh, One strategy that I liked a lot that she like really like that she stressed a lot was the fact of like motivation and like encouraging the fact that every student is capable of doing what every other student is doing, even if they need the extra step and the extra help. Um, I would say if there's one thing that I would do differently through this classroom experience, it would be I would get more involved. I really kind of like did my homework at the tail end of the night. I was like tired from like rehearsal from musical or whatever, and I know it's no excuse, but like I kind of wish I would have like went back and like looked at the homework more. Um, one I think one thing that was amazing. I like the um, I like the study of race a lot. Like that comes up a lot. I feel like in our society as a whole, the I feel like the most interesting video that I reviewed myself would be the one where they pretty much did a documentary on a school teacher that ran a social experiment on her students, and whether you think that's like messed up or not, uh, she basically uh, said anybody that has blue eyes is smarter than everybody else, any other eye color and stuff. And you gotta understand her kids are like second, third grade, so they grab onto this, and then you instantly see like in recess and stuff, uh, they start bullying, they start harassing like people that don't have blue eyes, uh, and it's kind of like really like it kind of it's a visual representation of how racism all starts, like the root cause of it, like how kids will attach onto an ideology, and then if that continues into their like adult life, it could be like a really dangerous thing. And that's like basically like to me, it just like a perfect reflection upon like how racism is built and how we still have racism today. You still have parents that teach this ideology, kids are going to cling on to it and then carry it in their adult life and then teach their kids. Racism is an ideology never going to get rid of, unfortunately, due to this, but uh, it's obviously gotten better through uh, our institutions and whatnot. One thing I've been like, well, the one thing I've been made more aware of would be probably transgenders. It's one thing I've never really like understood. Never really. I mean, I don't really believe in a lot of the things that are being perpetuated there. At the same time, uh, it doesn't disconnect the fact that they are human too, and they're students just like anybody else, and they're trying to learn. So, like like I said, I would never treat a student any differently because of how they act or how they look or what they believe. But that's one thing like I had a major bias in, and I would say I have less of a bias in now. Now that I've kind of like studied uh, brain abnormalities that go occur there. I would still say I have my doubts, especially since like definitions like gender can be very arbitrary, uh, depending on who you talk to. Uh, as of right now, the technical definition would be like the social construct of like how society basically deems, or how that person deems themselves, like how they uh, determine themselves as far as a gender, and it's cultural. And I still believe that though that you can call yourself whatever you want, I don't think it should be a social construct. I don't think, in my mind, I don't think people should be able to use alternating bathrooms because it just creates problems. There's going to be some creepos, in my opinion, that will take advantage of this. But like uh, that's just part of my bias there. Like I just don't think it should become a social construct of our society. But it was really cool to reflect on this study because it challenged my worldview and made me kind of like look at things from a different perspective of what I was used to. Um, yeah, uh, I don't know if that was in depth enough. Uh, I hope it was, but I don't know. This class was like really cool, all in general, and I learned a lot from it, honestly. And I showed up to class half asleep every time, probably a couple minutes late every time. Uh, but yeah, that's about it. I'm out.